everyone. There are the so guys, these are all what is it you have it. Can you see? We can have what's it? The data we can generate. Data is nothing but data is generated at the business level, and whereas again you have what's it? It is guys everyone. So here you have what's it? The same data is generated at what's it by the various type of business. What are the type of business we have it? Social networking sites, banking applications, IoT sensors, human generated data, machine generated data. Okay, guys. So these are all the varieties of business we can have it, guys. Okay. These are all the varieties of business we can have it. Okay. Whereas, guys, everyone, whatever the data we have it, or whatever the business we have it, they generate what is that, guys, everyone? Can you tell me? They generate the data called what? Big data. Okay. They generate the data called what's it, guys? Big data. They generate the data called what's that? Big data. So what is big data? Big data is nothing but it is called as what? Massive amount of data. That is called as what? Huge volume of the data is called as what? Big data. So whereas the big data is technically classified into three categories. What is that? Can somebody tell me? It is called as what? Structured data, guys, everyone. Second one is called as what? Semi-structured data. And the third one is called as the unstructured data, guys. Okay, we have what's it? Structured data, semi-structured data, and as well as the unstructured data. Structured data, semi-structured data, and as well as the unstructured data, guys. So these are the these are the three varieties of guys. These are the three varieties where the data is classified into what is it? Structured data, semi-structured data, and as well as the unstructured data. Now, guys, everyone, tell me, what do you understand if I'm using the word called structured data? Yeah, guys, I want the session to be interactive, as you know already.
Data which is unique to easily understanding and identifying the data.
Yes, the data which is easily identified, which the data which can be identified. Okay, the data which can be identified, the data which is identified, the data which is already identified, or we can read the data, we can understand the data. That is called as what? Structured data. In other words, I can say the data which is kept in the form of a tabular format. Tabular format. That means the data which is kept in the form of what is it, guys? Everyone, rows and columns. The data which is kept in the form of what is it, guys? Rows and columns is called as what is that? Is called as what? Tabular formatted data. And in the same way, guys, everyone. And in the same way, everyone, can you see it? Okay, what is it? You have it? Structured data, semi-structured data, and unstructured data. So the next one is what? Semi-structured, guys. So semi-structured data means what, guys? The semi-structured data is nothing but the data which is actually, yes, guys, the data which is actually not in a tabular format, but still it is in the understandable format of the user. So what is that semi-structured one we have it? I can say the following, guys. Semi-structured data is nothing but it has the following. What is that? The data which is recorded in the form of a JSON. Okay, that is called as what? JavaScript object notation file. So already we have discussed this file. Okay. So again, we can have the data noted XML format. What is that XML? That is called as extendable markup language or exponential markup language. And again, we can store the data in the HTML format. So in any of these formats where the data is recorded, it is not easily understood by the user, but still the user can understand it because it is not out of shape. It is totally not out of shape, guys. Okay, it will be semi-structured. That's it. And next one, what is that you have it, guys? Again, you have what is that? Unstructured means what, guys? Unstructured means what, everyone? Unstructured data is nothing but the data which does not has any structure. The data which does not have any structure. So now, guys, tell me, what is my unstructured data? The unstructured data is nothing but what? The photos in your mobile phone. In your mobile phone, you have pics now, everyone. And then afterwards, you have the videos. Then you have the chat histories. The photos, videos, chat history. Okay, guys. Photos, videos, chat history. Okay. All this. Okay. Photos, videos, chat history. All this is called as what is that? Okay. Photos, videos, chat history. Okay. Photos, videos, chat history. Okay. Voice notes even. All this comes under the unstructured data. All this comes under the unstructured data, guys. So these are the three varieties of data we can have it. Okay. So guys, in Azure, we can have our three varieties of data. But so to store this data, everyone, to store this data, we require to store this data somewhere or not, everyone. In fact, we require to store this data somewhere. Okay. We require to store this data somewhere. So how to store that, where to store that? Okay. How to store that and where to store that? Let us try to see this. So whatever the type of data you have it, whether you have a structured, semi-structured, or as well as the unstructured data, guys, whatever the type of data you have it, whether it is structured, semi-structured, or the unstructured, guys, it is basically okay. It is basically classified here into three categories. It is classified into what is that? Three categories here. What is that? It is classified into the three categories. Sorry, whatever the type of data you have it, that is structured, semi-structured, or unstructured. As you know, these are the three categories of data we can have. Okay, so these data, whatever we have it, how to store it? We store it into the Azure storages. We store it into what's it, guys? Azure storages. So Azure storages. So that means what? These storages, whatever we use it, everyone. These storages, whatever we use it, these are commonly used by ADF as the service. This is commonly used by ADB as a service. This is commonly used by the Synapse as a service. This is commonly used by the Fabric as a service. This is commonly used by the machine learning as a service. Okay, so this is commonly used by the OpenAI. Here. So these are all the services we have it. So all of them they can use it Azure storages. It's common, guys. So what are how many storages you have it, guys, everyone? How many storages you have it, everyone? Just any idea? Yesterday I told you. So now
Yeah, we
we have
have two storages.
90 plus storages. How many?
Two storages,
90.
traditional storage and distributed storage.
Yes. So basically, what's that you have it? Can you see here? You have what's that? 90 plus storages are there totally. How many? 90 plus storages. And the first type of storage is called as what? Azure Blob Storage. The basic and the first type of storage in Azure, that is called as what, guys? Azure Blob Storage. Azure, what is that? Blob Storage. So when we talk about the Azure Blob Storage, means what? Blob stands for what, guys, everyone? Binary large object. Blob stands for what? Binary large object. Blob stands for what? Binary large object. Okay, guys. Binary large object. Binary large object, guys. Okay. So binary large object. Binary large object. Okay. Blob stands for what? Binary large object. Binary large object. wherein this type of what is it, storage you have it, the Azure Blob storage. It is a very basic storage in Azure. It can store what is it, structured data, semi-structured data, and as well as the unstructured data. So guys, any type of data it can store, whether you have structured, that is a tabular data, or JSON, XML, or whatever the type of format we have it, it will store. And as well as the unstructured photos, videos, everything, it will store it. Okay, irrespective of the type of data we have it. But whereas this is, as it's a very basic storage, guys, as it's a very basic storage, this is called as a limited storage. It is called as what? Limited storage in Azure. That means, what is the limit, guys? The limit is 500 TB, guys. Okay, it cannot store data more than 500 TB. 500 terabyte, it cannot store it. That's a maximum storage you can have it. Okay, in the Azure Blob storage. But now the question is, if you have the data more than 500 TB, everyone, if you have the data more than 500 TB, okay, then what to do? At that time, Azure has introduced one more storage that is called what? Azure Data Lake Gen 1 was there, but Gen 1. Now, guys, you need not worry on this, everyone. Why? Because the Gen 1 is already retired now. Gen 1 is already retired. So you need not worry on this, guys. Gen 1 is already retired here. Okay. So you need not worry on this. Okay, guys. Gen 1 is already retired. So next one, what is it? You have it. So in addition to this, or in replacement of this, they have introduced what is it? Azure Data Lake Gen 2. Azure Data Lake Gen 2. Whereas the Azure Data Lake Gen 2 can also store structured data, semi-structured data, and as well as the unstructured data. But whereas, guys, it can store, what is that, everyone? So it can store, what is that, everyone? It can store, what is that? Unlimited data. It can store, what's it, guys? Unlimited data. Unlimited means what? No limit for storing the data. Whatever you want, you can store it here. That's it. Okay. So these are the three basic storages we have it. And then afterwards, guys, the fourth storage I can use Azure Cosmos DB, where it is called as an, guys, where it is called as what? Where it is called as, everyone? Yes, guys, where it is called as what? Azure Cosmos DB. Everyone, where Azure Cosmos DB, where it is called as, what is that, guys? Azure Cosmos DB, where we can say, guys, Cosmos DB means what here can you see? If you have a Cosmos DB, that means it is not a no SQL. That means there is no SQL used. If the SQL is used, then you will have the restrictions for the data, guys. So here you can say what? Structured and the semi-structured. Both we can store it. As there is no SQL, guys, you can use structured as well as the semi-structured data. We can use the structured as well as the semi-structured data, guys, as well as structured and as well as the semi-structured data, guys. Okay. So Azure Cosmos DB. Okay, Azure Cosmos DB. It can use what? Structured as well as the unstructured data, guys. Semi-structured data, guys. Okay. Semi means what? That is in the form of a JSON, HTML, okay, or XML or any other format we have it. Okay, guys. So all this comes under what? Semi-structured data, where the user can understand the data, where the user can what? Okay, where the data is stored here. Okay, semi-structured or the structured data. But the cost, apart from the Cosmos DB, guys, apart from the Cosmos DB, that one more data, or we can say one more structure is also there. That is nothing but I can say, guys, Azure, everyone, MongoDB. Huh? MongoDB also the same, guys. Okay, where you don't have the structured, where you can show structure and the semi-structured. Okay, so likewise, you have a NoSQL databases. From that, you have this one. Okay, and then apart from this, guys, you have the next sixth one. I can say, guys, that is called as a Azure, guys. Everyone, Azure SQL database. So Azure SQL database, I can say, guys, Azure SQL database, Azure SQL database, guys. Okay, Azure SQL database, guys. We can say Azure SQL database, Azure SQL database. We can say what's it, guys? Azure SQL database. So here I can say, guys, database. Okay, Azure SQL database. So here, as you know, the Azure SQL database, guys, everyone. So it can store what's it? Only one type of data, no other type of data. What is that? Structured data. Structured data. What is it is called as? Structured data, guys. No other type of data is stored here. Structured data. What is it? Structured data, guys. What it is? Structured data. Okay, it is called as what? Structured data, guys. That's it. Okay, it is called as the structured data. Okay, it is called as what, guys, everyone? Structured data. It is called as what? Structured data. Okay, then the next one we have it as what? It is called as the structured database. Azure SQL database can store only the structured data. Likewise, guys, everyone, we have one more storage or many storages are there. Totally, we have 90 plus storages, everyone. So we have the another storage, guys. What is that? Azure Synapse Analytics, where this is nothing but, guys, everyone, this is called as the uh, it can store only the structured. Why? I'll tell you. Basically, Azure Synapse Analytics, this is called as the data warehouse of Azure. It is called as what? Data warehouse of Azure. Data warehouse of Azure. Data warehouse of Azure. Okay. So in the same way, the data warehouse of Azure is what is that, guys? Uh, there is nothing but Synapse. In the same way, what is the data warehouse of Amazon? Yes, guys. What's the data warehouse of Amazon? Hmm? What's the data warehouse of Amazon, guys? Redshift. And what is the data warehouse of this one? That is what's the data warehouse of Azure? That is what's the data warehouse of GCP? It's BigQuery. So whereas every cloud provider has its own data warehouse. So here we have what's that? Azure. What is that? Synapse is the data warehouse used by the Azure. That's it. Okay. So guys, so these are all the things we have it. Okay. Yeah. Any other questions? Any other thing, guys? We have many more storages. So these are some of the important storages what I showed you guys. So here we can say these are all the storages we can have it here. Okay. So that's it, guys. So what, as I told you, everyone, that these are nothing but we have it as what? 90 plus storages. How many we have it? 90 plus storages. So how to begin the process here? That I will tell you anyways, how to begin the process. Just come up. First
So
of
they
all, you
have
have
small doubt.
please
What is this delta lake is same like that data lake? Both are same or it is different?
delta.
Yeah, delta lake. It is also storage or
Delta lake is is created on top of a data lake.
okay.
Next after this, guys, everyone. Next after this, guys, how to begin the process? First of all, use the Azure.com. Log into the page called Azure.com. Log into the page called what? Azure.com. Everyone, log into the page called what is it, guys? Azure.com. Log into the page called what? Azure.com. Then afterwards, use it your portal dot azure.com. So log into the page called what? Azure.com. Then use what's that? Portal.azure.com. Portal.azure.com. So first of all, once we log into this page, can you see here, guys? First, you have to log into the page and you have to register yourself. So I'll show you just a minute. Practically, I'll show you. And then finally, you will be rerouted to the portal.azure.com. So on that page, you're going to work. Okay. So everyone just have a look on this. I'm just opening this. Just 1 minute, guys. I'm opening it. So here you have it, guys, everyone. This is the page you have it. Sorry. This is the okay one we have it. So I'm using azure.com here. Sign in. So this is the page. Everyone is able to see the screen now. Yes, guys. Hello.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
sir.
So here on the top you have a, can you see, get started with Azure. It's there. Or here also you have a button called get started with Azure. Click on this. Now it says, guys, get started with Azure means you can start with Azure for free. For free means what? Totally free, guys. Or you wanted to go with the pay-as-you-go model. The difference here is that if you go with the pay-as-you-go model, everyone, if you go with the pay-as-you-go model, from the day one, you will be billing, have a billing, guys. So, but all the services, we have whatever the services we require it here, those all will work. Those all will work, guys. Okay. So whatever the services we have it, those all is going to work here. Getting my point? All those services are going to work without any hesitation. All the services we are going to, it's going to work here. Okay. Without an issue, guys. Without an issue, all the services is going to work here. Okay. All the services are going to work. That's it. Okay. So now when it comes to this one, guys, can you see it? Just click on the try Azure for free. Anyways, I'm already registered with this mail ID, the cloud innovatives, okay, at Gmail. So that's the reason it's showing you. I can just give the password here. And if I give the password, it will log in. But generally what happens, it will ask you your mail ID, your, okay, email ID, and your debit card details, where it will charge 2 rupees just to verify your details. That's it. It will charge 2 rupees, and the 2 rupees will be refunded to you in 8 days. Okay. So then once everything is done, guys, finally you'll be rerouted to this folder. This is the page where you are going to work, guys, everyone. This is called as what? Portal.azure.com. 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 This is the page you're going to work here. So here you have that, guys, everyone. See here. Click on the more services. Click on the more services. Click on the more services, everyone. Click on the more services. And now can you see these are all the services you have it. Can you see it? Everyone, can you see these are the more services. SAP HANA on Azure means what? This is SAP. That is nothing but okay. SAP, we are using it on HANA. SAP HANA is database of the SAP HANA is the database of SAP, and the same is being used on Azure. So can you see here your container storages as 11? As I told you, 90 plus storages. No, out of the 90, 11 are containers, 19 are databases. Whereas you have Azure Cosmos DB, I told you, Azure SQL, okay, Hyperscale. These are all, what's it? Databases we have it. Then apart from this, guys, 11 plus 19 is nothing but 30. Okay, 30 storages. You here only you have it. Seventeen storages again you have it. Where it towards it Azure Stack, that is a Azure Edge Hardware Center. Okay, then you have okay, disk accesses, then disk is there. Okay, these are all the storages we have it. Okay, so likewise can you see here, guys, how many storages? 17 storages. Okay, these are some type of 17 storages we have it. So if you just calculate 30 plus 47, almost all here. If you search more, like SAP HANA on Azure, that is also one of the storage, guys. So likewise, if you keep on searching, you'll get 90 plus the storages definitely. So this is how we are going to work it on the page, guys. So all of you, I request everyone to create the subscriptions and be it ready, because you're going to start on the practicals from the next session onwards, guys. That's it. Okay. So any other questions, if you have, you can just get back to me as well. So as when you have this one, my number, this is my number. Yes, guys, tell me, please.
Samir, can I use that Databricks also same portal or different in Azure?
Same portal.
Okay,
Same portal.
please.
You can Same portal, you can use a Databricks. I'll show you. Databricks, can you see it? Just come back to the portal. This is Data Factory, guys. Data Factory means ADF. Huh? This is Databricks. This is Synapse. Huh? And this is Fabric. Can you see? Getting my point? So here you
Yes.
can say, if you want to use machine learning, ML, Azure Machine Learning. See, now the icon will be there. Machine learning. And you want AI, Azure OpenAI, what I was talking about. Can you see it? So these are all the things you have it. Azure Machine Learning. And anyways, the AI application will open it separately. You have the Data Factory, that is ADF. You have the Databricks, that is called as a Azure Databricks, Synapse. Okay, that's it. These are all the services and Fabric. So these are all the services you're going to use it here. That's it. Any other question, guys? Yeah. So that's it, guys. So we'll continue again. Okay. Guys, the link is going to change in the next class. everyone. It will be a paid link, guys. Okay. Thank you, everyone. So that's it. Bye bye. So, okay, guys, any other questions? So once you get it registered, so guys, all the access, everything will be given to you. So in the next session, okay. So then you can just go ahead with this, and we'll start the subject in detail. Okay, guys. Once we go ahead with the ADF and ADF is completed, then we'll go the ADV, then we'll use the Synapse, and finally we'll use what? Fabric.
Hello?
Finally, Fabric.
Hello?
Yeah, please tell me.
So how long is this training?
This will okay, almost 100 days,
Or 3 months?
more than 3 months.
Or more than 3 months? Oh.
Okay.
And then all the lab and practice is based on the real scenario. Are we doing to do any use case real time?
Every day on a daily basis, we are going to see the use cases as well. Because actually, we are not going to see directly the subject. That means, I'll explain you the subject with a realistic case studies, how this is applied and how this is implemented in a situation. So that case studies, we are going to see it on a daily basis. And the timings of this will be 7 o'clock, will be the standard timings. Okay.
All right.
7 to 8 will be
Thank
the
you.
standard time. 7 to 8 IST, you mean to say. I mean to say here. So if you are in the same time zone, then no problem. If you are in some different time zone, then you'll have the another one. Yes. Yeah, any other questions? Okay. Thank you, guys. So I'm just ending the class, and we'll continue. Okay. The next class with the paid link. Thank you.